next month. The command staff changes constantly. New officers, new rules. And spread a few coins here and there among the officers.
Someone there! Ah! What? Ah!
Swimming. That was good, you know. Some of us used to give lessons at Adamire, back when it was open to the public. The city in those days.
You know that. Man, you sure had a lot of different jobs.
Guess so. I don't.
Let go! We learned no use running!
Familiar to me.
You're not losing your nerve, I hope.
No, not at all. But how do you know which one is the Duke? I don't know where they found that guy with the political decoy job, but he looks and acts just like the Duke. I can't tell them apart.
There are subtle differences.
All right. Assuming you can pick out Duke LUCA, how are we gonna get his key?
You leave that to me. Who knows what he's got in that vault? We'll be halfway to Bristol and rich before he's nursing the next day's hangover.
Yeah, that's a good plan, the way this place is run. You sure he always keeps the key with him?
I'm sure. We'll do it tomorrow night when there's only one squad scheduled for patrol. Just be ready.
Ready to pay, Duke ABELE.
Check the Duke's quarters tonight?
Nope. As long as it's not me, I don't care. It's never any fun.
I'm not sure it's worse than his body double. One's half likely to have you flogged for looking at him wrong. The other might just bore you to death.
It must be nice to be on the Duke's payroll.
At this point, clockwork, scouting.
This fighting for thrones is settled. The Duke's going to need to take charge in the...
Dr. Lab? No. Maybe I should hire my own bodyguard. I don't feel safe anymore.
You up for a beer later?
No, I don't think so.
Be on your way! Now!
Help! God! Someone! Leave me alone!
Help me! Someone! Anyone! Someone! Protect me! That's not right! I don't want to die!
Guess the outsider's balls for luck. Damn it. I need to pee. What happened here? A pudding? Beer?
Don't hide their faces unless they're up to something bad. Or some other one. The Queen of Morley, or even the Empress.
More of what I already do. Screwing, eating fine meals, smoking the best cavalry. And when I wasn't doing that, I'd be buying exotic furniture from Tibia, having my apartments redecorated.
So you wouldn't really change much.
No, of course not. What's the point of having power if you can't just do whatever you want?
It seems the Duke has some of the Jindosh Clockwork soldiers.
Just got word that something's happening. But it could be anything. Maybe it's a good beef stew for dinner. More likely it's some kind of commotion.
What a twisted situation. If it was me, if I was infested with blood-fried larvae. There's a price to pay for the way we've been living.
Such a Louis.
Playback indicates some detection without certainty. Indicates criminal profile. Okay, shut it down. We're to test.
We've been playing every day for weeks now. All of this to entertain a statue?
Someone said the Duke believes Empress Delilah can talk to him.
If he's trying to pull off some witchcraft love trick, he's doing it wrong. And I can't feel my victims anymore.
Tired of all this hullabaloo. I pay good to make but things like this don't happen. Leave me alone! Guards! Someone!
Nothing here. Let's have a look around.
That's not right!
I always hoped I'd see the other aisles. I've heard the wages in Tivia are twice what we make here.
We said you can have a heart attack on this just to freeze your ass up some northern port. Besides, we make more here in Karnaca with on-the-spot taxes.
Well, maybe. It is nice having discretionary.
Hey, who are you? Stop!
See what Duke ABELE keeps hidden away in here. Delilah Copperspoon.
Hello?
The whole family stung to death. So disfigured. Blood fly nests all around them. Horrible.
I fix things in Kanaka? Sometimes a man just needs time by himself. My responsibilities weigh upon me. No offer to bow or kiss my hand.
I could say the same.
A mystery. Let's have it then. Who are you and what do you want?
Listen, I think you're the Duke's body double. You can't have any love for the man. I'm here to end his rule, and I have an idea you should hear.
All right, you've figured it out. But if you're not here to assassinate the Duke, what do you want?
It occurs to me that you might make a more agreeable Duke than LUCA ABELE. If I wanted to depose him without having to slit his throat, do you think you could convince people that you're the Duke?
That's bold. I have to admit it's crossed my mind. If people believed that I was actually Duke ABELE, and that he was the political decoy, we could have him committed for lunacy. We could convince everyone that the Double's finally lost his mind, and believes he's the Duke. I've spent years perfecting my performance. But there's a catch. He's got a medallion that I need. Even if I sound convincing, which should be the easy part, his Grand Guard officers will ask to see the medallion as proof. LUCA never puts it aside.
All right. It shouldn't take me long. Once it's done, I'll be leaving the city. Soon after, I'll send instructions from Dunwall, and I'll expect a great deal of flexibility and cooperation on your part. There's still time to pull Sir Konos back from the edge of the cliff. We can undo the damage Duke ABELE has inflicted.
I'd like that. But I'll guide Sir Konos in the ways I see fit for the people here, not as the hand-chosen puppet of your empire. If you agree with that, just render the Duke unconscious and bring him to his chambers. I'll handle the rest.
Production. The Duke is expecting a reduction of 80 to 90%, based on your own estimates.
She let me keep a few of them in a jar. I pulled off their legs.
That's interesting. Let me remind you, as Grand Inventor, you've been given everything you requested. But with that comes a responsibility for deadlines, an expectation of progress.
Wait, I remember the undertaking you're talking about now. Yes.
Excellent. So what can I tell the Duke?
I had a visitor, I think. Or maybe they came for Sokolov. It's hard to recall the details. Anton wouldn't help, but I was close to finding a way to... The difference engine is inscribed in copper along the concave of the inner head mechanism. But wait. I can't. It slipped away. The beetles we found today, I'm going to give them all names.
This is useless. What am I going to tell Duke LUCA?
Duke, are you going to go through with it? Never-ending paperwork. It's not like being my father's son if I have to slave over it like that. Just know it. Leave me. I want to be alone with my thoughts.
What was that?
Dunwall's always been a place of strange luck for me. My poor brother died there. But that's where I met Delilah. No offer to bow or kiss my hand.
I could say the same.
A mystery. Let's have it then. Who are you and what do you want?
LUCA ABELE, it's time to pay for your crimes. Bleeding your nation dry. All the corruption and the coup against your rightful Empress.
I assure you, there is only one true Empress in my heart. And her name is Delilah.
I bet this opens the Duke's vault. All right.
That's it then. Now it's up to me. I'll take the medallion and call them.
I'll be watching. Break a leg.
Don't worry. I've spent years mimicking this asshole. Captain Almeida, come at once to my chambers. There's a problem. Quick, hide up there.
Your evidence. Are you all right?
Yes, Captain. please arrest this clown. Seems he's taken his role a little too seriously. Get your hands off me! This moonstruck idiot is lost in a nightmare. Take him away, Captain, and cut his tongue from his head. He'll not sully my name.
Yes, Your Eminence. We'll handle it.
What? This is outrageous. I'll have you all skinned alive and set in a salt bath. All those years pretending he was me. That must have taken a toll on his spirit. Now he's a danger to me and Serkonis. No! Stop! I am the Duke of Serkonis! You can't do this!
Dr. Hypatia at Adamire will know what to do with the poor man.
I'm still trying to get my head around this. It's incredible.
People of Karnaca, this is your rightful ruler, Empress Emily Delilah Copperspoon. I came here to Karnaca, the Jewel of the South, with one purpose in mind. To set things right with the Duke of Serkonos, LUCA ABELE, who has of late been deceived by the pretender to my throne, Delilah Copperspoon. Duke ABELE and I are old friends, and at his heart, he is a loyal ally and servant to the Empire. I am your Empress, but my father is Serkonan, and your blood flows through my veins. I will leave you now and return to Dunwall, but know this. We have parlayed, and the Duke now understands the crisis in full. My hope is to restore my throne in Dunwall with haste. I bid you farewell, and ask you to maintain your faith and loyalty. I will address you again soon.
The machine has detected something.
This must be the Duke's vault.
General detection state. Playback for detection registered. Continue search. Playback indicates criminal profile. Combat Protocol 8. Playback indicates a young woman, armed. Combat
Old scars run deep, don't they, Duke ABELE? This is the thing Ashworth made to hold Delilah's spirit.
this dead vessel free of this poison world and trap Delilah's spirit.
Do it. You were all I ever wanted.
Let me go. I've seen too much of this world. There is blood on your hands.
I did it for you. To keep your throne. For your legacy.
My daughter, you are becoming everything I fought against. I love you. Now let me go.
So it's done. Now to take Delilah's soul back together.
The heart of my half-sister? Only her flesh remains.
I wonder if it was even really alive. There. Now to wait.
You survived the Grand Palace. So, is that it? The fall of Karnaca?
From now on, the Duke will be guided by better stars.
Back to the dreadful whale, then, and on toward Dunwall.
Yes, at long last. To take back the throne, and find a way to save my father.
Ready, then?
Let's set out.
All right. As you want.